This is SusanDintino, and first of all, I'm wishing you a super Saturday. I have not done this in quite a while, and I thought, you know what, with the way the energy's been lately, I thought maybe we could all use a little bit of angelic help. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for a few minutes and see if we get some people to join us. I've got my trusty Archangel Oracle cards all ready. So if you would like a one-card pull, and what I'd really like to do during this time is I would like to just put out there what is it that your angels would like you to know. So we're going to see what Archangel comes up for you. I'll tell you a little bit about him or her, depending on the energy that we're feeling with the angel, and then just see what they have to say. So why don't I tell you a little bit about what's going on with me. Really, I have been just super busy working on a project I'm really excited about, which should be ready for publication and out by the end of October. So I will be giving you more information on that as it gets closer. But it's all dealing with grief. As those of you that know my journey know that 2 years ago that I lost my husband. So a lot of what I'm doing right now is really pertaining to that journey, and each and every day presents different challenges. So that's what this project is going to be addressing. And what I'd like to do is invite you all to join a Facebook group that I've created that's called Grief Reliefs. And somewhere down here in the comments, I'll stick the link to it. But what that is it's a support group for people that have lost somebody, whether it's a loved one, an animal that they love, somebody that's experiencing grief. I ask them to join, and then also anybody that would like to offer support to these people. So it's a fledgling group. I basically just got it started a couple weeks ago, but already we've had some poignant posts coming up there. I think right now the energy is interesting. And I'm going to say interesting in all bold, because I don't know about you, but what the planets are doing right now, it's really created a little bit of havoc in my life. So I have turned to my angels quite a bit to help me get through the day. And this is why I was very guided to share their advice and recommendations with you today. We've got Mercury in retrograde, which means communications, electronics, things are unstable, and that's going on until August 1st, and then we've got the eclipse that we had, the full moon. So many energies are bringing up a lot of stuff. For me, it's been a lot about my past that's come up, things that I felt like I dealt with and healed, and it's like, oh no, let's just revisit this a little bit. So if you're experiencing anything like that, feel free to put it in the chat room. Again, as I said, if you're just tuning in, I'm going to be pulling from the Archangel Oracle deck, one card, and just giving mini readings throughout this Facebook Live. Please, if you feel like it resonates with you, I'd appreciate it if you'd share it. It would be great to get more people tuning in, and maybe there'll be somebody that really can use the card that gets pulled. So again, if you feel guided, I'd appreciate it. The other thing I'd like to tell you is that each and every week I am on the radio, and it's an internet station, so anybody can access it, and it is on W4CY Radio every Tuesday evening at 7 p.m. And it is called The Night Shift. And I deal with metaphysical topics, I deal with mainstream topics, but each and every week I do mini readings as well. So I know those are a big attraction, a big appeal to people. So let's just see. I'm going to put on my little glasses and see who we have joining us. And hello, Lynn, and hello, Gina. So I know very much on Saturday afternoons, probably everybody's got other things going on. So what I'll do is just pull a card here for you, Lynn, and let's see what comes up. And again, these are the Archangel Oracle cards. And let's see what angel wants to work with you, Lynn. Archangel Ariel. And this is all about courage. So what the card says is, be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. I think this is such a time right now that we are being called to really stand up for what we believe in and really allow our voice to be heard. It's interesting because last night I taught a class on the Earth Star Chakra here in Southwest Florida, and this card came up for one of the participants in the class. And it's so tied into what's going on right now. Really, again, having your voice be heard. And often that takes quite a bit of courage. So Archangel Ariel, the color associated with her is pale pink. She's a wonderful angel to call for anything to do with the environment. She's passionate about Mother Earth, the environment, and she also works with animals. So wonderful angel to call in. If you're feeling drawn to pale pink, it could very well be this angel trying to get your attention. Keep in mind that our angels have to be called in order to assist us. Because of free will, an angel will not interfere with us. So keep that in mind. So Lynn, Archangel Ariel wants to work with you. And again, maybe courage is something that you feel is going to be necessary in the coming. And I'm getting sevens around this. So I'm going to say maybe in the next 7 days I'm feeling, although this is the 7th month of the year, so this could have something to do with it as well. But Archangel Ariel, A-R-I-E-L, and she's asking to spend some time with you, Lynn. So thank you so much for tuning in. Oh, so Lynn's saying it's spot on, perfect. Hey, Kay, hello, Monica, and Natasha. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Okay, so let's see, Natasha, I hope that's, again, I'm pronouncing it right. If not, I apologize. But this is SusanDintino, for those of you that might not know. And what I'm doing is pulling from my Archangel Oracle cards and really just pulling a card. I prefer not to get questions because I really just want you to know what the top priority is for this angelic message for you. So let's see what comes in for you, Natasha. I hope I'm saying that right. I apologize. All is well, Archangel Jeremiah. Archangel Jeremiah is an angel who comes in and brings justice to situations. So what I'm feeling around this, and this could have something to do with some type of a disagreement, maybe something that's coming up at work, something that's been disturbing your peace of mind is what I'm seeing around this. And Archangel Jeremiah is coming in to tell you that all is well, that everything is going to work out for your best interest. And let me share with you what the card says. Everything is happening exactly as it's supposed to. With hidden blessings, you will soon understand. How many times are we going through challenges in our life that we don't really understand what they mean? I will be the first one to admit that there are days that I wake up and I say, oh my gosh, what is that about? You know, we always look for the lesson in things, but sometimes when we're in the thick of it, it's very difficult to see that. So Archangel Jeremiah is letting you know that right now, and I feel that this has to do with a relationship challenge, something going on, and I'm feeling it's more work related. Just know that it's all going to be well, that there's a hidden blessing in this for you. So thank you so much for tuning in. So let's see who else we have here. I see we've got Gina. Hello, Gina. Let's pull a card for you and see what comes up for you. So again, like I said, what I have found is really giving me quite a bit of peace of mind during this time, which I personally feel is very tumultuous, is meditation. So if that's not something that you are into with any regular basis, I really invite you to start focusing on meditation. Even if it's just sitting and focusing on your breath for a few minutes, it's just really important to get to that peaceful place. Oh my gosh, Gina. So I pulled the same card for you, and as you can see, I shuffled them up, and it's so interesting. This will often happen on my show as well, that we'll be talking about a certain topic. So what this is saying to you is that although you might not be able to see it right now, there are hidden blessings in any challenges that you're going through. So Archangel Jeremiah, and I always see a vivid lavender, like this lavender color around him, and this brilliant yellow too is so much about you staying in your power. So the lavender color here I feel is so much to do with really forgiveness, really especially self-forgiveness, and the yellow is really saying, wow, stay in your power. And the overwhelming message of this is that all is well. So thank you so much, Gina, for tuning in. So we have a thunder and lightning storm going on right now. I was just at a hotel doing some different things. I was tying up loose ends, and there was this wonderful wedding getting ready to take place at 4 o'clock Eastern time. In about a half an hour, the thunder and lightning started, and oh my gosh, my heart went out to this poor bride, because I thought, wow, planning an outdoor wedding, and that's the thing in Florida. You always have to be cognizant of what's going on with the weather, especially this time of day. So Monica, I'm going to pull a card for you, and let's see what the angels want you to know. So again, when I talk about the angels and I discuss them, and I'll say male or female, angels are really like pure, unconditional love. They are an energy. So strictly speaking, they're not male or female. People that talk about seeing angels, and it's so interesting because while I was sitting and taking care of business, so to speak, at this hotel, I was in the lobby, and I got a notice on my phone that there was somebody at my front door, that there was something going on there. So I looked on my phone to see, and there is like this huge white circle of light, and I took a picture of it because I thought I'm gonna really have to look at this, and I really kind of feel it's my husband stopping in to say hello. But sometimes when we see light, especially colored light, it's our angels trying to get our attention. Again, it's not going to be like you see on TV where, you know, Archangel Michael comes with his wings, and you can see a physical presence in your mind's eye, or if clairvoyance is something where you see things physically like that, that certainly is possible. But also you can just see a flash of light, and that color will be significant to you. Could be your guardian angels coming in as well. So Monica, shuffling away, career transition, and this is Archangel Shamuel. And I am really finding that so many people right now with this upheaval, with their energy and with what's going on, are really feeling like it's time to change jobs. So Monica, I feel this is coming in for you, Archangel Shamuel, a wonderful angel to really assist you in going through career changes. And as I'm pulling these angels, for those of you that are tuning in, if you're not tuning in live, just keep in mind that these angels are coming in for you as well. And Archangel Shamuel, whenever you're going on a job interview, whenever you're considering what is your life purpose, what is it that you're meant to be doing, call on Archangel Shamuel and he will come in. So Monica, what this card says is your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. Often something like this can be subtle. It could be a promotion. It could also be maybe a hobby that's going to be taking on more financial importance to you. But I feel that you're being pulled, and many synchronicities are happening that are leading you to this whole new idea of what your life purpose is and what your work is going to be. So I leave you with that career transition, Archangel Shamuel. So, okay, how about we pull a card for you? I had the privilege of going with Kay. Gosh, I hate to think how long ago it was. We actually went to England together and went on a King Arthur tour, which was fascinating. So we were at Stonehenge together, and I got to really know Kay. And she does some incredible work of her own, and that is Kay Dragon. So I'm going to pull a card for you, Kay, and let's see what comes up. Let's see what angel wants to talk to you. I know you have a great deal of shaman energy. Wow. This is patience, Archangel Jophael. And you know, Kay, what I'm seeing around your energy is I'm seeing a bit of upheaval lately. So it's almost like, wow, I am thinking positive. I'm putting all the affirmations out there, everything that I want to create, and things just seem to be dragging. Archangel Jophael, her name means beauty of God, and I always see a fuchsia pink color when I'm working with this angel, and she's telling you to have patience. Divine timing is the one thing for those of us that preach the manifesting game. Divine timing is the one thing that we have no control over. In other words, we can be the most positive thinker. We can set our intention, have affirmations all over the place. And if the timing isn't right, then it takes patience. And that's what this is telling you, Kay. So I feel like Archangel Jophiel wants to work with you and just reminding you that things are going to come, but it's going to take a little bit more time. And what it's saying is your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. Still, they need nurturing and patience. And again, I always say I know enough about astrology to be dangerous. That's about it. I admire people who have a vast knowledge of it. But with Mercury in retrograde, I believe so many of us are being asked to be patient, to just allow things to happen in their time. So they say it's not a great time to start new projects. So this is why some old energy might be churning up for you and just making you take a look at things from your past and how you want to proceed. And again, we never stay in the past. The power is always in the present, but we look at the past for the lessons that our experiences there can provide. So, okay, thank you. Thank you for tuning in. So, thank you, Lynn. Okay, so Carol is saying she would love a card pulled. So when we look at our lives and where it is that we want to go, and we have these different tools like our astrology signs, our sun sign, our moon sign. So many of us have got a strong spiritual connection to some different things. What I always like to remind everybody is that these are tools. My stop at the hotel was for me to sign a contract for a room that I'm renting, and I will be honest with you, I was a little bit reticent about doing it because Mercury's in retrograde. But I thought, you know what, I'm not going to let that stop me because this is the perfect room and I didn't want to lose it. So I just set an intention that everything was going to work out perfect, and there was a few problems with the contract, and I discussed with the guy and we were able to get it ironed out. So again, I think it's great to know that might be why your phone's not working and your printer's going crazy. But don't let it rule your life. Remember, you have free will. Remember, you can always overcome these obstacles, that we have the power, okay? Each and every one of us have the power. So, Carol, let's see what card comes up for you. Moon cycle, and this is Archangel Haniel. Perfect card. Archangel Haniel, she is very associated with the pale blue color. Look at all these doves in this card. And Carol, I think this card is really coming in to tell you that it's all about peace, especially peace of mind. I feel like lately your mind has been all over the place, like what the Buddhists call monkey mind. So what this card is coming in, Archangel Haniel, very tied into our femininity, very tied into our own cycles. And she's coming in to tell you that it's really time for you to allow your mind to relax. Remember that over worry of any kind is praying for things that we don't want. We don't want to focus on things that we don't want to bring into our lives. So with this full moon energy we're just coming out of, I feel that this is definitely something that is saying to you that it's time for you to sit back, take a deep breath. You're very affected by the moon cycles. And so what that means is, like with full moons, you might have problems with sleeping, might feel a bit agitated. New moons might feel frustrating to you. Good idea to pay attention, because this card is coming to tell you that the moon cycles play a valuable role in your life. So knowing what sign the full moon is in, what sign the new moon is in, is going to really help you to understand. And what I would invite you to do, Carol, is maybe take a look at your own chart and have an idea about where these full moons and new moons fall in your chart, because that'll be very beneficial to you understanding what's going on. So that's Archangel Haniel. So let's see, we got Monica, Elsie. Hello, Elsie. Okay, so let's pull a card for you. I know, whenever I do this and then I look at the video after and I realize that moving my glasses up and down creates havoc on my hair. So I should have a makeover in between these, I'm sure, when my hair begins sticking up all over the place. So Elsie, let's see how creative writing, Archangel Gabriel. She is one of my favorite angels, and she's a perfect example of an angel that can be interpreted as either masculine or feminine. So I always see Archangel Gabriel as being feminine in energy, but there are many people that feel that Archangel Gabriel is more masculine. This is the angel that went to Mother Mary to tell her about Christ being born. So creative writing is coming in for you. This is why I work with Archangel Gabriel so much, because of my writing. So what I feel this is inviting you to do, Elsie, is to start doing some writing. And I'm seeing journaling around you. You have a story to tell. So whether it's a book or a blog, Archangel Gabriel is coming in to invite you to start pursuing and looking at it. I think maybe when you do any kind of writing, you can be a bit hard on yourself and not feel that what you have to say is of value. But this card is coming in to say, whoa, you do have something to say. You have a story to tell. That's one of the things I like about Facebook. I know that there's many things about Facebook that can cause us some challenges, but what I like is if you're a writer and you have a message you want to get across, and again, even if you're not like a writer in the strict sense of the word, but you have something to tell, it's a wonderful format. Creating a blog too, but I really feel this is a strong indication for you to pursue this, Elsie. So definitely consider that's Archangel Gabriel. Her color is very much orange. I always associate Archangel Gabriel with the sacral chakra. Again, that chakra that's located like in our reproductive organs. And that's, you know, whenever I feel that that chakra is out of balance, I call on her. If I have a bit of writer's block, I call on her. So thank you for tuning in. And again, that's Archangel Gabriel. Okay, so let's see. Lisa here. Hello, Lisa. All the pretty flowers she's sending me. Let's see what card comes up for you. Wow, we had a bit of a flipper here. So this is teaching and learning, Archangel Zadkiel. When something like that happens when you're shuffling the cards, it's a card that really wants to be paid attention to. You know what I'm seeing around you, Lisa? I'm not sure if this resonates with you, but boy, am I seeing you getting involved with something new, especially with some type of healing. There's a lot of green in your auric field, which is always a sign to me that we've got some healing energy going on. Probably something you did in a past life or lives, but I feel like there is a certain healing modality that if it hasn't come up, is going to be coming up for you, and you might be taking it to the next level. Archangel Zadkiel is a great angel to call when we need to expand our mind, bring in these things that might be more esoteric, might be more metaphysical than what we're used to, and he will assist you. But this is coming in to say that there is some things that you are going to be learning, maybe even perfecting, taking to the next level, and I'm getting a hit that this has something to do with your healing capabilities. In other words, your capabilities as a healer. So thank you so much for tuning in, Lisa. Every time I put my glasses down, they get all foggy. It's like 98 down there. Okay, so Mayra, let's say hello and let's pull a card. And I'll be doing this until my voice goes out, so I'm going to try and get to as many of you as I can. And again, if you just tuned in, this is SusanDintino, and I'm just, you know, talking to your angels. I'm just pulling one card for anybody that would like a card pulled, and prefer not to have a question because I just want to know what angel comes in and what it is that this angel wants you to know. So I'm going to flip this card over so we don't have anything. So now pulling for you, Mayra, and let's see what comes up. Archangel Jeremiah, all is well. So, second time Archangel Jeremiah has come in. And as I've said before, on my radio show, The Night Shift, this will often happen. Now, I am pulling from a 44 card deck. So when this happens, what I feel is that this angel really wants to come in and let the person I'm reading know this information, as well as anybody who's watching the replay, that all is well. And I think, again, when we're talking about this energy and we're talking about this unsettledness that many of us are feeling, it really is a strong message. I just absolutely adore this yellow color in this card because of the brilliant power that it really makes us realize. Now we're talking solar plexus chakra, our little inner sun. And the chakras, again, I'm passionate about that, teaching about that last night. These are the spinning discs of energy that are part of our energetic body. So the solar plexus located in the abdominal area, yellow in color. So that's what I think about when I look at this. It's all is well. What's going on now is merely a blip in your radar screen. And also seeing this purple color, so much about forgiveness. And I think really with what's going on right now, it's all about self-forgiveness. Really watch your self-talk. Watch if you're being hard on yourself. Remember when you look in the mirror that you should see a superstar, because that's what you are. Whenever I would do my radio show, my husband would always listen to my show. And he did this post-it for me and said, "You are a superstar." And it was something that I saved, and I have it on a board, and I see it whenever I'm going to broadcast my show. So keep that in mind. We all need that pat on the back. And sometimes when we're not getting it from other people, it's perfectly okay to give it to ourselves. So all is well. Thank you so much for tuning in. Mayra, hello. Mary Sue, so let's pull a card for you. And Kay is saying she would love one, but this is where I start getting a little bit confused, because I know, Kay, I did pull a card for you. So let's see what we've got going on here for Mary Sue. Okay. So, teaching and learning. So you see how this happens as I am shuffling away at these cards, and excuse me, the same cards are coming in, and look at the similarity in the colors that we have as well. The yellow, the purple. When you're doing readings for yourself, if you do, when you're looking at these cards, or when somebody is reading you, pay attention to more than just the words. The first thing I always do is look at the images, and obviously because of my glasses, I can't see the words. So what I feel so much is this is so much about empowerment. When we talk about teaching and learning, it doesn't necessarily mean that you don't have everything that you need right now, and I feel like that really pertains to you, Mary Sue. But what this is about for you is taking it to the next level. And again, I think this purplish color is coming in. First of all, it's very much tied into our third eye. That chakra here, the center of our own intuitive abilities, bringing in that information that we need to know. It's time to trust that information. So this learning process, and I feel that's what's going on with you, Mary Sue, is learning you to trust your own intuitive guidance. What I see around you is a very strong, clairsentient talent. What that means is you get feelings about things based on nothing more than a feeling. This is your own intuitive ability. So pay attention to those feelings, and make sure that you're taking the leap from the third eye to the crown. You're getting your intuitive information here. You're trusting it enough to act on it. Archangel Zadkiel coming in to remind you that you have everything that you need to proceed. So thank you very much for tuning in. Oh, Leslie, thank you. I'm glad that you enjoyed those. Okay, so Leslie, let me pull a card for you. As I said, I tend to get behind a little bit with these, so I don't want to be reading people more than once, and I want to get to as many of you as I can. So pulling a card for Leslie now. So thank you for the compliments. I appreciate that. Let's see what angel comes in for you. Oh my gosh. Well, I can't make this stuff up. So these angels really what teaching and learning comes up again. You can see I'm shuffling these cards. So again, Leslie, I think so, excuse me. I think so many of us are being called as light workers, and each and every person on the planet that is really drawn to a spiritual path, in my opinion, is a light worker. And I feel that we are being called, and this is why Archangel Zadkiel keeps coming in, reminding us of our power, because just by being who we are teaching the people that surround us. So that's what I feel is just a big message for you, Leslie, that you have much more power than you give yourself credit for, that when you talk, people really listen. So although you might not be a traditional teacher, you really do influence the people around you. So very much this angel again, boy, Jeremiah and Zadkiel really making their presence known. And again, I'm doing things quickly. If these are angels you want to find out more about, just Google them online. If these angels are piquing your interest that want to work with you, just look them up and see what they have to see and say, and see what part of what they do resonates with you. So Leslie, there you go. Just remember that your influence is more than you give yourself credit for. Hello, Heather. So nice to hear from you. And Natasha is saying thank you and you are welcome. And let's see what card comes up for you. So we just passed 444, and 444 is the angel's number. So wonderful that I'm getting to spend this time with you, along with all of our angels coming in. So Heather, clear cognizance, and this is Archangel Uriel. So Heather, this card has come in to let you know that being clear cognizant is your primary psychic ability. And what that means, it's so interesting as we have this clap of thunder as I'm telling you that, what this means is that you get a knowing about things, a knowing that's not based on any facts, any research. There'll just be a knowing, like the phone will ring and you will have a knowing as who's on the other end, even though there's no reason why you should. So this card is coming in. Archangel Uriel is all about finding clarity in situations. So if there's things that really are coming into you, things that you should know and act on. Again, remember when our intuitive guidance comes in, the biggest obstacle to it not working is that we don't trust it enough to act on it. So this is really saying to you, you're clear cognizant, you can trust it. Archangel Uriel, if something's going on that you're confused about, you need clarity in any situation, Archangel Uriel is the angel to call for help with that. So thank you, Heather, for tuning in. Hello, Carmen. It's so nice to see you via this. Carmen, a wonderful intuitive and a healer in her own right. I'm one of my friends that I used to work with back in the day, many moons ago, as they say. So, Carmen, I'm going to pull a card for you. Carmen, her photographs are absolutely incredible. I don't know how you get the pictures you do of the animals and the birds that you get pictures of. They're absolutely unbelievable. So very talented photographer, along with her own intuitive abilities. Let's see what card comes up for here. Her, okay, clear cognizance. So Carmen, this is one of your strong intuitive insights. And Archangel Uriel, I believe, is coming in for you because there's a decision that you're going to be making. And I'm getting, again, a couple weeks, it might even be something you're pondering now, but something's going to be coming up, a decision that Archangel Uriel is telling you to call on him, that he will help you to make the correct decision. So I'm seeing a lot of things going on in your mind as well. It's almost like there's all these different things that you're considering, thinking about, and you need clarity of mind. Meditation, again, I know you get outdoors a lot, wonderful boating, paddling you do in your canoe, and that is really beneficial for you because it really helps you to get the information that you need. I'm almost seeing this has something to do with a new project or something, Carmen, but definitely Archangel Uriel wants to work with you. And it's so funny because noticing this brilliant sun, I think this is so much about how you shine your light. So thanks, Carmen. It's so nice to see you here on Facebook. So hello, Tina. Let's see what comes up for you. I'm trying to keep these in order here. So I'm going to go until 5 o'clock Eastern time. So I hope to get to everybody, but I'm always feeling great with my voice. And then when I do this nonstop talking, I'll start getting the tickles, and then that will be it. So I figure 45 minutes is probably going to be my limit for this. So let's see, Tina, what card comes up for you. And see, again, now we've got Archangel Uriel coming in again. Now, mind you, in this deck, there are 12 archangels that are represented. So the fact that these angels are coming up more than once is a definite sign to all of you listening, again, whether you're listening now or whether you're listening live. Well, now is live, or whether you're listening to the replay, these angels are coming through for you. What I'll suggest people do if they are listening to the replay is to ask a question when I'm getting ready to do a reading for somebody else, pause the tape, ask a question, and then when I pull the card, know that that is a card for you. So Archangel Uriel is telling you, Tina, that you know what to do. Call on this angel again. I feel so many of us are like cauldrons with all of these bubbles going on and all of these ideas, and we don't quite know the ones to start really putting our energy into, the ones to release. So this again is asking you to use your own intuitive ability, and I'm feeling a clear cognizant strength around you as well. Also clear sentient, but I'm feeling clear cognizant more. Really trust that guidance. I think that is such a big message that's coming through this afternoon, is that you trust your own intuitive guidance, that you trust the whole idea of this information coming in and then utilizing it to assist you. I say this all the time on my radio show. It bears repeating. Right now, if you are only trusting your 5 physical senses with the energy that's going on, you are at a decided disadvantage. So make sure that you are allowing yourself to use that information that might seem woo-woo, like where is it coming from, but you'll find the more you trust it, the more you act on it, the more validity that you'll get that it's accurate. So Tina, you know what to do. Thank you for tuning in. 2012, wow, Kay is telling me that's when we were together, 2012, I can't believe, so what's that, 7 years ago, lots happened in 7 years. Okay, Sarah, I'm pulling a card for you now, and let's see what we have here. Courage, Archangel Ariel. And again, here's another angel that I pulled before. So Archangel Ariel, very tied into the planet, very tied into Mother Earth. Pale pink is her color. And Archangel Ariel is telling you to have courage. And I feel many of us are being really asked to speak our truth. And when I talk about speaking our truth, I am not talking about the fact that any of us are running around lying. What I'm talking about is really express how you feel. If things are going on that you're not comfortable with, if things are out of integrity and you're not comfortable with it, being somebody that always liked peace around me, always focused on being a peacemaker versus really speaking my truth, I have learned a very valuable lesson. And it's not that I'm beating my chest, running around with some kind of gorilla in my power, but it's just that now when I feel strongly about something, I speak my truth. I don't step back, because I found that served no purpose. So I know there's some, I always think of the song by Katy Perry, Hear Me Roar, and just again, being brave enough to speak your truth. So I feel like this is coming in for you, Sarah, and I feel like this is very definitive for you for a certain situation that you're going to be calling Archangel Ariel. You see how she's got her little band on there. Feel the warrior spirit. You're going to be stepping into that. A lot of yellow in your auric field, so very much about you feeling comfortable in your own power. Also feeling comfortable saying no. Get nice, healthy boundaries in place, and remember that no is a complete sentence. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, so let's see. All right. So, Norma would like a card. So, she's saying she's feeling this energy too. Monica said, spot on. She's almost done with nursing school. Congratulations, Monica. And thank you for validating the reading. I'm glad that it resonated with you. And I always say, like with all of this, I just get out of the way. I don't feel that I'm taking any credit for this. This is what your angels want you to know. And I talked about this again, like I said, I taught a class last night in person, and I talked about how sometimes people feel working with the angelic realm is tied very much into traditional religion. When I work with angels, I'm doing this as spiritual beings of unconditional love. So with the way I work with angels is not tied into any religious belief. So I always like to say that, because sometimes people will think that I'm trying to proselytize, and that is not at all my intention. I always say, hey, I do fairy readings, I believe in unicorns, everything that you can imagine. So I'll go to different energies. Today I really felt, because there were so many people out there that need the comfort, need the unconditional love and the nurturing from the angelic realm, I felt that I wanted to work with that energy. So Norma, let's see what card comes up for you. And here's Archangel Jophiel again. Outdoors. So Archangel Jophiel, again, she is known as the beauty of God. It's so funny, because whenever I'm putting on a necklace and can't get the catch, I always call Archangel Jophiel and say, help me with this necklace. Some of those catches are so tiny, it's impossible to get them. But she's just reminding you, Norma, the importance of getting outdoors. And I feel that this flower is very significant for you. I'd like to see you make sure that you've got some fresh flowers in your house. So make sure that you're allowing yourself to enjoy the beauty of fresh flowers. They really speak to you, not necessarily roses. You know what I'm seeing around you, Norma, is sunflowers. Big blooms of sunflowers. I always have fresh flowers in my home. I buy them for myself at the grocery store, because I really think that anytime I look at a flower like that in my home, it's like telling me, okay, you're worth it. You're worth it. And it's so wonderful that you can just get that energy and really have that beauty in your home. And it's so affordable now, because most grocery stores will sell those. So Norma, get outdoors. Remember that you're worth it. Buy yourself some flowers. And Archangel Jophiel wants to remind you of your own inner beauty, knowing that your own inner beauty is always shining. So thank you so much for tuning in. Hello, Andrea and Monica. Okay, so I am going to pull, let's see, yeah, we're just about done here. I'm going to pull a card for you, Andrea, and I am going to pull a card for Monica, and then I am going to say good evening. So for those of you that I didn't get to, I apologize, but as you can hear, as I'm clearing my throat, I'm starting to lose my voice. So let's pull a card for these two lovely ladies. We'll start with Andrea. And the card we pulled is Clear Sentient. How interesting that we are pulling these cards pertaining to our intuitive abilities. And why I find that so fascinating is because this to me is the big theme of our gathering today. It's all about you realizing your intuitive abilities. This is Archangel Raziel. Raziel, I always picture rainbows about Archangel Raziel. To me, he's got like a magician's energy. Anything is possible. He reminds me of magic. So Archangel Raziel is telling you that your strong intuitive ability is being clear sentient. What that means, I spoke about it in the beginning of the broadcast. What this means is that you are very much influenced by your feelings. You get feelings about things. You're very empathic. So what I always recommend when I read somebody like you with your energy, Andrea, make sure that you've got good boundaries set in place. Right now on my website, which is my name, on the home page, I have a free meditation that's a great grounding technique as well as protection technique. I really invite those of you tuning in to download it and enjoy it. Right now, grounding is key for so many of us feeling really lambasted, and I'm going to use that word with this energy. Grounding is key. So whether you do it in a meditation like the one I'm offering, eating root vegetables, walking barefoot, kyanite, a wonderful crystal for grounding, carrying that around with you, but just make sure that your roots are growing deep into Mother Earth so you're feeling very settled and very much in your body. So clear sentient for you, Andrea. Thank you for tuning in. And last but not least, Monica, who is an incredible intuitive in her own right as well. And what we're going to do is, at 4:59, we're going to end with pulling a card for Monica. There was one left in the box, so I want to make sure that I'm giving a good shuffle to all of these and making sure you're getting all the cards going through. If you haven't liked my Facebook page, which this is being broadcast from, I certainly appreciate a thumbs up, again, if you're guided to do that. And if you feel anybody would benefit from this broadcast, please feel free to share it. And let's see, Monica, what card we have for you. There we go. Wow. Okay, well, I guess that Archangel Jeremiah really wants his presence known. All is well, Monica. What I'm seeing around you is also this whole idea of a decision and up and down challenges. What they're showing me is a roller coaster. So I believe you've had a bit of a roller coaster ride lately. And again, maybe stepping back thinking, oh my gosh, my thoughts aren't focused the way they should be. So the one thing I want to invite you is to not play the blame game. Don't should on yourself, because you're doing everything exactly the way you're meant to be doing it. Everything is going to work out. And I'm really seeing a lot of twos around this. So I'm getting within the next 2 weeks, you're going to feel like, wow, your energy is so much lighter, because it's almost like I'm wondering if you're having some kind of a discomfort in your shoulder area. And again, I'm not a medical intuitive. I'm just speaking energetically. So this to me is a reminder, Monica, make sure you're cutting your cords, those etheric cords that we always attach one another. That's a whole nother show that I can talk about that. But the belief is each time we have any interaction with somebody, we're developing a cord. Those cords can really zap our energy. So Monica, I'm feeling like this is a little gentle reminder to you to make sure you're cutting your cords and just knowing that all is well. And I'm leaving this with each and every one of you. And what I'm going to do is I am going to do a quick one card pull, and this is for everybody. And I always start my radio show with a one card that I put up and let everybody know that that card is for them. So this is for the people that I didn't get to, and again, I'm sorry, but let's just pull this card for each and every one of you. And there we go. Okay, well, you can't make this stuff up. Teaching and learning, and there we go, Archangel Zadkiel. Remember the angels that were really reminding us they want to be helpful. They want to assist us in this part of our lives with whatever challenges you're going through. And remember, you don't need to be hanging out a shingle as a traditional teacher. Know that by being on the planet, smiling, kindness can be what we're teaching everybody by being kind to one another, doing those simple things like letting somebody out in traffic, anything that just lets somebody know that they're being thought of in a kind way. That's a teaching way to do it. And we're always learning, aren't we? Each and every day we're learning from one another. So keep this in mind. And again, these angels, Jeremiah, Ariel, Zadkiel, so much these angels that wanted to spend some time with us this afternoon. So we thank them for joining us. I thank each and every one of you for joining me. I know you have things to do on a Saturday, so I really appreciate it. And I'm going to try and be a little bit more consistent with these, but I was very guided to do it. Remember my show, The Night Shift with SusanDintino, W4CYRadio.com, every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Watch for my new project coming up, and join my Grief Reliefs group. I think you'll really enjoy the energy there, again on Facebook. So until we meet again, I remind each and every one of you to live, love, and laugh. Have a wonderful evening, and thank you.